Put you over here. No, that's gonna be where you gonna be at then. Okay. And I gotta talk to you too, Facebook. So here we go. Hope everybody can hear me. Trying to stream 3 multiple ways today to get the word out. Just want to put this out real quick. If you got that, you got that. If you didn't, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. I'm smiling today. My man OJ came through, as you can see. Let me get through bringing all of this up, and we can get started, y'all. We can get started. I hope this mic is set. Guys, hit me over there. Want to say I'm YouTube. Welcome today, Facebook and TikTok, y'all. TikTok, real quick. I just wanted you guys to know that I did attempt to put a live out. It's a little loud. I did attempt to put a the live sale or the live giveaway. I did attempt to do the live giveaway with a sticker. You know, it was going to be my my initial giveaway, and then we were going to get into like the autograph mini posters and stuff like that. Okay, Facebook and YouTube, you guys, hey, y'all just riding. There's no way to get this stuff to you unless you actually come in. So if you guys looked at the comment today, you happen to be in the greater El Paso area, then make sure that you guys click in here, okay, at 4011 Fred Wilson Avenue, right here, okay, on the corner of Fred Wilson and Dyer, okay? We right behind Taco Bell at Miss Tiny's, okay? It's a cafe where you come and get your grub on. I'm just making sure I'm set up so TikTok, I can see TikTok. Let's see what happens. Okay. Today's show today, though, for everybody that's coming in, you guys, as you swing through, today's show is going to be FLUX, okay? The first line of defense for unprecedented extremes. If you guys don't know what it is, I do, then check out my page. This is a store page. The other page, something happened, I don't know, and it locked up. So I was going to do this from my author's page, but I'm not going to be able to do it. It locked up on me. So now I'm doing everything from the actual store page, okay? So you guys can go out there and check everything that's already tagged to the store today. And, you know, if you like it, that's what's up. Second thing for everybody who, you know, like don't actually read and, you know, maybe you're busy, you just want to listen to the story, then you can go out to my YouTube. So for all you guys on YouTube, okay, if you coming in, hey, thank you. I don't see anybody yet, but when you do decide to swing through, you guys can go out there and check out my YouTube, and I have 2 playlists out there, book 1 and book 2. So you guys can hear the entire audio book on YouTube. Anybody out there, you know, you guys got YouTube, y'all want to hear it too, you can go out there and hear the entire audio book, and it has a playlist with character features and stuff moving around on the screen so you guys get a feel of the character and what's going on. Okay? Give me a second. I'm still just pulling it up, y'all. I don't know what this is. Profile. Okay. I see what's happening. There we go. Welcome, everybody. It's me again. I'm here at Miss Tiny's at 4011 Avenue, El Paso, Texas. So, greater El Paso, Texas, please swing through today. It's a cafe where you can get all those little, you know, meals that we used to get. Maybe lunchtime meals and stuff. It's basically what it is, a brunch lunchtime place, right? Because they generally close around maybe about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock. So they're done for the day generally around that time. So everybody in El Paso that comes to Miss Tiny's Cafe today, I'm selling T-shirts for $5. Okay, so if you come in, you get a meal. You can come in here and look at the inventory, and you can get a T-shirt for $5. But it's whatever's in stock right now. Okay, it's only what's in stock, y'all. All right. Again, I want to say my bad with TikTok. I will definitely learn how to do a live giveaway because I do have a few things that we can start giving away. I'm going to show this one more time for anybody who just came in. It's happening, y'all. So there are things that's happening in Flux, and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, my man OJ came through. Shout out to OJ, Orlando Jones, right? He's a one man. I thought I kept it up. Yeah, I did. So one man's dream media, okay? Media entertainment. So one man's dream media entertainment, and he has his whole thing going on with all his characters. I'm not going to speak on it too much because he did tell me when he plans to roll everything out, and it's next year, so it's not right now, right? So I just want to say thank you to him, though, for giving me love and everything. And I guess we'll just get on into it, y'all. We already know about me, right? If you've been following, if you do plan on following, I'm a retired veteran. Spent 22 years in the military. At the time of retiring, we found out that I had cancer, and fought it for like a year, a little bit over a year and a half, almost 2 years, and then by the fate of our Elohim, our Lord, we just I became an author. It just happened, y'all. And during cancer, I don't know. Well, again, I think everybody takes it extremely serious, and if you ever had anybody in your family going through anything, then it's rough, right? It's like climbing a mountain almost. But you need things to put your mind on. So I started writing story, and that's how I came up with the 3 books. Flux. Book 1, Flux Celestial Genesis. Yeah, y'all. I wear through the books, y'all. I wear through these books because these are my reference notes, as I continue to write the other books that I'm writing. We'll get to that, though. Book 2, Flux Sequence of Astrometry. And book 3, Flux Astro Zodiac Alignment. And each book is in depth by itself. I mean, to me, each one is its own adventure, right? Book 1 is more of the, it's a big introduction to all the main players that's going to be in the game when it comes to the whole hero biz for Flux, right? It's a big introduction to the main individuals. And then we get into power sets. Sometimes there's confrontations. And then I introduce a lot of, in book 1, more or less the epicness of the story and how vast and what kind of things will be entailed in the story. So again, book 1 is the Earth-based heroes origin story, okay? Because we do have a couple of other guardians out there, and they're doing their own thing, right? They're out saving the universe, right? And these Earth-based heroes are now being pulled into the fold, and that's what book 1 is about. It's like their origin story. Welcome to the team. And then we get to book 2, Flux Sequence of Astrometry, okay? Flux Sequence of Astrometry is I basically put books 1 and 2 out together, okay? To me, it was like a book 1, a part 1, part 2, because the momentum of book 1 has to stay at the same momentum to keep the reader's attention, right? We can't just bend back and start going into drama and all of that type of stuff. So book 2, on the other hand, it gives you insight on the agitator for books 1 and 2. It gives you insight on their society. It gives you insight on the heroes individually. Like, I know you guys don't know, but they all vanished in book 1. So where did they go? This is where they went. And I revealed that story to you. Like I said, I also revealed the agitator society, how smart they are, how intelligent, and why they're getting ready to do what they're doing. The motive behind everything. So that's book 2. All right, and in book 3, Flux Astro Zodiac Alignment, I give you, or let's say I reveal the true adversary of the main adversary of the entire 12-book series, the Lords of Chaos. So in book 12, I reveal who the Lords of Chaos are. I reveal, oh, there's an epic battle. There's an invasion. Um, there are other characters showing up. Um, Mysterious powers of being, it's all type of stuff going on in book 3, right? Like I said, book 1 and 2 is to give you how epic it is, and book 3 is like I'm surfing now. I'm just riding the wave, okay? Hey, if y'all out there, man, hey, please share, please tap on those buttons, please do whatever it takes, okay? Whatever it takes, right? And now, y'all, I did tell everybody yesterday, so I'm gonna breeze through it again real quick. Book 4. Book 4 is multiversal pressure. Now I'm technically on book 5, kind of at the end. I got a new for everybody who's rocking with me. I got to get them the whole spiel, y'all. I found a new app that allows me to create my characters, pretty much to give you an idea of the type of character I'm talking about. Just want to throw that out there. But book 4, multiversal pressure, it starts giving you, like I said, the adversaries and what's going on throughout the entire universe. And we have multiversal characters. Things are happening to them. They have to adjust fire. They got to race. They got to run. They fight. Whatever transpires, and some make it. Most don't. So I'm pulling through all of the creative juices I have. I'm pulling from those guys on the like in the multiversal spectrum, right? I believe that this is a battle that every hero, from independent artists and authors, all creators, right, to the main platforms, all of those people will be in book 11 or 12. Or I will have my own rendition or my own variant of that character. And you'll pretty much know that character. They do a lot, right? They come from their own worlds. Everybody has their own backgrounds. It's just something I do. I believe that I should give you some insight on characters in the FLUX Continuum. Don't just show up and nobody's asking any questions. Okay, so there's a lot of red tape when you come through the FLUX Continuum, right? We have a vetting process. Okay, so anyway, what I've been doing though, I've been going through book 1. With everybody over, like every other day, maybe Monday through Fridays, right? And the characters are basically now getting into gaining their abilities, and they're all coming back one by one. And I'm introducing like the last 2 zodiacs. Okay, so we're gonna find out about one of them today. This is Fame. So for all you Sagittarians, today is your day. Today is your day, Sagittarians. Something dope about the story, though, what I did was I took things that exist right now in reality, right, in real life. I took things that already exist, like the constellations, right? And I just either tweaked it or added something to it because they already exist. There's a lot of biblical connotations that's in the FLUX story because we got to talk about the Lords of Chaos, right? Primordial gods that came before everything, right? Right? Okay. Then we have to talk about the Lords of Order. By the time we get to book 5, I fully reveal who the Lords of Order are. Well, they already revealed, but I give you their background story and like how they ventured throughout time, and it's all kind of stuff, but I lay it out for you, and that's what this story is about. So from the beginning of creation all the way to the end, right, when everything is over and the entire universe gets revamped. So up until the moment before the entire universe gets revamped, all of that's going to be condensed or consolidated into 12 books. Currently I got the first 3. I'm on the 5th one. Like I said, I'm at the end of it. So I'm almost through with the second trilogy, y'all. I'm a little excited about it. And again, I see you over there. If y'all come today to Tiny's, hey, you can purchase a t-shirt for $10. Correction, $5. Listen to me. Always thinking about paper. For $5, yo, for everybody who purchased. You don't want to come around and tell them? Hey, give me a second, y'all. This is one of the ladies that work at Miss Tiny and my
one
wife.
Of the ladies.
Yeah, I just got to take because you got type.
Where am I looking?
You can look in all three of them.
Okay. Hey,
These
everybody. Yeah, I'm Bird. We're here at Tiny's. Today, also with my husband here, we are going to be doing some gift card raffles for Tiny's for $20. So if you come and eat, you just leave your name and your number. We're gonna drop it in there and do what we do. You know, just trying to give back. Thank you guys for your time. See you later. Mm-hmm.
Have a good day. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm back. So I know you guys saw this. I might keep doing that, and like later today, I'll probably reveal what's going on the whole nine. But like the first Flux comic book, the first ever. You know how you guys and we're gonna get back to it real quick. But you know how when somebody opens a business, a traditional thing is they'll take the first dollar they made, they'll frame it, and they'll put it up. So you know it's always a reminder of where they come from and how they first began. It's kind of what this is to me. Okay, so I started reading comics at 9, right? And now I finally got my own, and it's kind of mind blowing, man. It's kind of mind blowing, and it's exciting as well. But anyway, so in Multiverse of Pressure, we already know what's going on with all of the heroes. But in book 5, where the Lords of Order are revealed, that it spins the book up for all types of other things. And I'm gonna give you guys a little hint. I've even given I got characters like the Forgiven. These are individuals that were cast down after the war, but they did it unwillingly. It's almost as if they were manipulated, but they had already messed up. So they're confined to the universe, but they have these almost omnipresent type, almost like nigh omnipotence kind of powers and abilities only to mortals, though. Only to mortals because of the things they can do. And all of those kind of guys. So we're saucing up for like another giant battle. Probably gonna happen in book 6. You see what I'm saying? Where the Zodiac Guardians of, they're like the main characters, or they're like the franchise bunch because they all came together. But the multiversal guys, the Lords of Chaos, the Lords of Order, all of those guys are getting ready to get spent up too. So again, we have to start somewhere. And book 1 is where we started at, y'all. That's all that happened. Book 1 is where we started at, and I probably won't get big, or this probably won't take off to like Star Wars did with book 6, right? I guess you got to put the work in, and people, slowly gravitate to it. And when they get it, they be like, "Wow, we didn't know." Or maybe I might create something crazy like the comic book, right? So I told you guys today is going to be Fame, but I'm going to be here to probably 4:00 this afternoon. So I'm not just going to whiz through everything. I'm going to go through everything because you got my attention all day. We might take a break, maybe in an hour or two, and then I'll come right back on again. And that's where I'm going to be at all day. So if you ain't got nothing to do, you sitting in the office, you guys can request to come up too. Okay. Just because I'm talking, I'm just giving you the spread on what it is that entails the Flux Continuum, different characters and stuff that's going on. But if you want to come, request to join, ask some questions. If you want to, I think I can pretty much see most of the writing, I think. Let me see. No, I can see. Yeah, okay. I can see everybody. Okay, so whenever y'all ready, just ask a question. I will be monitoring, and if it gets away from me, y'all, it's because I get caught up in my story. Okay, all right. Bam. Let me see. Okay, y'all got to go through this real quick. They gave a couple of rows. I'm sorry. I'm poor. Hey, anything that y'all give, the giving the roses and all of that, the little stars or whatever. To me, that's dope, y'all. But I always believed in earning mine. So if somebody gives something, that's so dope to me. You know what I mean? Just saying, hey, we like a little bit of what you're doing, and here's not just. I got gratitude. Let's put it like that. I don't want to get jarred up on my emotional feelings and my thank yous and stuff because I'm still in flux mode. Okay, but thank you. I wish I could say this name, but I can't. Sorry, I can't say this name. Um, how do you become bad boys and exist in the real? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. Oh man, I want to say this. NCs. Um, okay, so what do I got to do to gain their powers? Okay, become one of the characters. Believe it or not, y'all. So let's stay real quick. I got to give you a little history about Flux. Remember, I did 22 years in the military, so there are places that I visited. That's kind of in the book, right, or within the storyline. There are people that I've met. Okay, they had a cool name or something, or I liked how they represented their country or something. Whatever. They're in the book. Um, there are people that I've run into that have impacted me, like taught me something. They're in the book, right? um, to become a character in the book, maybe write it. Write it. I do have a guy, like I said, I was mentioning one man's dream media entertainment, like I mentioned him, NCs, and what he did was he and I we what do you call it? We collabed, and I took some of the characters he had already created, and he and I collabed on them. Maybe we altered some of the stuff. I changed up their origin story or whatever, things like that, and we collabed together. So by the time you guys get to book 4, you'll be able to see some of the characters that we collabed on, and he helps me get them right and everything because he illustrates. So let's say if you pretty much wrote up a character, I mean, it can't be nothing crazy. It's got to fit within the storyline, though, right? He came through yesterday. We working on something else for maybe book 8. You know what I mean? And if we do games and what do you call it, animation and all that, then that's because of his contribution. Then he will forever, eat off of that too. I believe in teamwork. Like I said, I was in the military. I just believe that I'm the I forgot what the word is, but it starts with a C. I'm the guy that's pretty much the owner and the manager of this series, and it takes a team to build a universe the right way. It can't just be one person's opinion. So I do want individuals to know if you write the story, you DM me, we talking. I might even call you, right? I might ask you, color, like what does this guy do? And I would never take anybody's stuff. It'll always be to you. And the reason I'm stating that is so I can show you in the book. Here we go. Because I like people to understand that there's so many people out there taking. I want you to know that, again, I believe in teamwork like I did, right? Like I volunteered for the military, and then I actually did something in the military, and then I wrote this book. But I want you guys, I know you can't see it because it's backwards. Special shout out to my illustrator, Nilinyan Malikar, for his aid. Something. Thank you. Okay. His hard work. Thank you. So Nilinyan Malikar is from Bangladesh. So when I tell you guys that we can end up doing this online, we can do this online. He's from Bangladesh, y'all. And what he did was I met him on Facebook. I couldn't afford the American artist, or I hadn't run into one that I could afford. And I just happened to put a shout out on like a PSA out on Facebook, and he saw it. We talked online through direct messenger. I showed him what I had so far. He drew up a couple of sketches. We agreed on the price, and then we started. Right, and there were things about the characters that he would mention, and that could get included in the story. And I asked him, "Can I have that?" And he was like, "Yeah, okay, bet." So all of the artwork that you see, this is Nilin Yam Malikar. So yes, you can make a character, and the character can be in the book. I will actually be reaching out, probably book 8, book 9. I'll be reaching out to all the independent creators that I've run across, asking them, "Hey, is it okay if I mention you or mention your universe in our, those characters?" Almost like a cameo, a shout out to them. Not to take nothing from them. My characters will still be doing all the work, but Adam looks over to the side and he sees these celestial beings doing whatever, and yet they're here to fight on our behalf. Something to that effect, and then we move on with the story. But everybody will know who I'm talking about. When I reference the guy that's swinging on webs, cracking jokes, everybody will know who I'm talking about. The guy with the big S on his chest and the red cape. Whoever, even if I talked about Spawn, right? You guys would still know who I'm talking about. It'll just be me referencing what those individuals are doing in this. I call it a universal war, right? It's a war for all creation. And I know my characters aren't going to be the only ones just doing it by themselves, okay? Just want to throw that out there. Their powers and skills. Yeah, we're going to go through their powers and skills, okay? All right, y'all, here we go. I'm going to start at the beginning of the book again. If I run through everything, history. Oh, so there's a glossary. There's a glossary in the back of the book. There's also character bios in the back of the book. That's all 3, at least for the first 3. For the 4th book, I think I took the glossary out, but I increased more character bios, okay? So take a look at that, and it helps out when it comes to reading the story. I have my own sense of logic, how things should probably move around throughout the universe, kind of, right? Just my input or my ambitions and my goals when it comes to putting out like this giant story. All right, so when we first started, Flux, right? I know I keep telling everybody it's the first line of defense for unprecedented extremes, but it's more than that. It's more like a government agency. You guys remember when we started with Spacecom? They had something like the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marine, the Coast Guard, and somebody said something about Space Command or something. Like that's supposed to be a new thing. So Flux is kind of like that. It's a new government agency that has cutting edge technology. It's almost the agency that will step in for anything that's like unprecedented. Things that's coming from outer space. Flux has it all. Has horror, has mystery, thriller, drama. It's got it all, y'all. It has it all because it's an entire story that's following the 12 zodiacs. So I've been told a few times, why don't I do some reading, right? So I'm gonna do some reading, and if you guys happen to swing through, you're feeling it, you like the story, make sure you get out there to my YouTube. And my YouTube is gonna help you because it's got a playlist out there for book 1 and 2, and you guys can just listen to the entire books 1 and 2. And by the time I start talking to you guys about what's going on, how things can be done, you guys will get a better feel for how Flux is moving. And even like NC's asks, how can you get a character that's in your mind in the book? Well, technically, yeah, but you got to put some work in, right? But if you and I can collab, it'll happen. Let's put it like that. What's up, Black Projects? All right. Yeah, I got 3 cameras, okay? I got 3 cameras. So, Flux. The gifts of power ceremonial orbs have been activated, and man has acquired ancient power not meant for the earthly realm. Those empowered have now been thrust into a cataclysmic chain of events leading to the destruction of Earth. It has been compromised, and otherworldly realms are aware of our planet's location. The 12 must traverse time, space, alien planets, new realities, and otherworldly realms to save all of creation. So that's like the intro into it. Again, I'm still trying to show you guys how epic it is. I'm gonna do this one more time for Black Projects because he just got here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show Black Projects some love. Got that Flux comic in. Relax. Relax. Got that Flux comic in. All right. But I did in book 1 and in book 2 because Nilanjan Malikar, the artist that originally I started out with, he drew all of the imagery that looks like this in this format. He drew all of the characters. I gave him what would you call it? Like a description plus what I had already worked with previous artists with, and that's what he came up with, and it was astounding. I loved it, right? I loved it. So anyway, again, like I told you guys, I give him a special shout out as soon as he shows up in the book right here. That's him. So if you happen to be a person, right, and you're let's say you invest in the Flux, whether it's through characters, whether it's through money, whether it's through whatever. Because I have to go to book 3 to show you guys that over time I learned to include you guys into the book because there was so much love given. So I still got my dedication and author's page. This is book 3. And then I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see. Can you see that? Can y'all see that? No? Well, let me see. Can each one of y'all? Bam. It says authentication, certification, autograph, pledge page. So, like I said, I don't know if you guys can see all that, but I even dedicated a page just to the individuals who come in and they give out, they help grow Flux. So, like the way Nilanjan did, instead of just making that shout out, I would have put him on top of this page so that it would stand out. And anybody else that came in and gave that kind of love. So I got a partner named Sam, and he does so much for Flux that most likely by the time book 4 or book 5 come out, he'll have a special whole him and OJ. Because OJ, remember, I keep talking about OJ is the one that I collab with to create some characters in book 4. So Sam, well, OJ, because he started first, and then Sam. Sam will be right there on that same pledge page so that everybody who purchased will see that these are the people who invested into Flux. It's kind of what it is, y'all. I mean, again, military got me thinking teamwork. I know, you know, I'm the manager of all of this, but at the same time, I understand it takes a team because I can't draw. And because I can't draw, you know what I mean? I need others. So it helps push the brand along faster when you got the whole team concept already prepared. Killing myself. Okay. All right. So we still on book 1, y'all. And remember, like I said, the shout out, I was showing you the dedication page. Yeah, like I said, that's why this book is in rambles, y'all, because I'm always writing notes. These are like my archive books that I always reference. All right. So we started off with Dr. Afanasi Sidorov, and I think I'm going to just take my time today. And he was Dr. Afanasi Sidorov is basically up in space, right? He's amongst his peers. He's great. He's great amongst his peers. Okay. Uh, Basically, what he's done, he's gathered scientists together, and these scientists, they're waiting on like this demonstration. He claims to be able to open a wormhole on this side of the universe, and that wormhole can open up somewhere else on the other side of the universe. And to prove this, he sends a probe through, right? And then he talks, he gets all these accolades from everybody, and then he recalls the probe, right? So when he recalls the probe back, let me see, can I do this, y'all? Can everybody see that a little bit? Kinda? No, not really. Not like that. All right, so cool. All right, so he recalls the probe that he sent to the other side of the universe. Basically, and when he did send that, he sent basically all types of mathematical formulas, every language, even like SOS stuff. He sent all of these things out, and that's what the probe, through whatever system it emitted, though, to let them know radio signals in all these different type of languages, if you will. But then he brings it back, and when he brings it back, something slams into in the back of it, and it shatters. So whatever came here shattered, and basically all that debris basically littered the upper atmosphere of Earth, because they were right up there in the space station, right? So it littered all across the upper atmosphere of Earth, and something small and shiny flew from that crash into Dr. Afanasy Sidorov, and he combusted into light and vanished. And he's the one who opens the story. So, like I said earlier, if you're in the greater El Paso area and you come into Tiny's today, t-shirts, $5. Everything must go. I got that version, and we have this version of the FLUX Cuties. Basically the same one, just a kiddie version of it. I wear them all the time to let people know I'm kid friendly. Oh, and the book is kid friendly. It's pretty much written for children about maybe 6th grade, 7th grade. But if you're an avid reader and you started early, maybe even 10 years old. We did have a 10-year-old at the PX, and he loved it. He came in, he was talking. He was telling me everything that happened in the book and how much he loved book 1 and 2. I was like, wow, because this kid, like, he could read, right? Because he was there. It's like he understood everything I was saying. All right. So after Dr. Afanasy Sidorov, thank y'all for swinging through. Tap those buttons for me. I still YouTube. I'm still waiting for y'all to show some type of action over there. And Facebook, what's up? What's up, y'all? All right. I know y'all gonna see me like, hey, I saw you online. Yeah. But I didn't see that love. Show me that love. If you got a Scorpio, this is Scorpio season. If you happen to want to ask a question, go ahead and reach out and ask the question. Just type it in. If you're on TikTok and you want to come up, however y'all term that multi-guest thing, we can do that. You want to share the live, okay? Whatever you invest in, I'm going to be appreciative, okay? So, after Dr. Afanasy Sidorov vanishes, that's your introduction to Dr. Afanasy Sidorov, right? Because he's going to be one of the main players. Then the Reaper. The Reaper is death. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Correction. The Reaper is one of the 4 horsemen of apocalypse. There we go. And he's the guardian he guards the universe. And he keeps the primordial gods from attempting to siphon souls or whatever from the universe. So he's the guardian, right? He ensures, he's the monitor, right? He's the one, he's the Reaper. He for those souls that are gone, he's the one collects them, right? That's his job. So I introduce him because he is the oldest living being He is the oldest entity possessing essence throughout all of creation. He is the first one created in the flux continuum. Okay? So when the creator was doing everything he did, the first thing he created in all his infinite wisdom, before you create all these lives, I need a way to balance them out, yada, yada, yada. And the four horsemen were created, and the reaper was created first. And then when we get to the rest of the horsemen, we'll talk about that. But for right now, the reaper basically is watching the universe, and he watches. It's always something. He watches some entities within the universe conspire to force their will on the dimensional barriers in the physical realm of realities. Okay, and when they do that, because that's what they do, he watches, but he doesn't interrupt, he doesn't stop them, he doesn't even get involved, he just watches. Okay, so that's what the reaper does. Okay, he just watches. Then we jump to the innumerable. This race of individual, these insectoids right here. Okay, these individuals are insectoid. They are insectums. That's what I call them in the book, like an insectoid race. Okay, that race is called the Bakrata. Okay, that's what I call that race, the Bakrata. Okay, now, and they are the innumerable because it's like a million of them to every one of us. Okay, so they are vast, right? Anyway, when those entities force their will on the dimensional barriers in the physical realm of reality, because that's what we return to. When we go to the Reaper, I let you guys know we are at the rings of divinity and limbo. So we journey to limbo to see the Reaper. So everywhere you go in the Flux Continuum, there's a sub chapter that tells you, what's going on, where you are, because I talk about dimensional realms and all types of things. So you're in limbo, depth's domain, the ethereal realm. So this is a realm that's greatly ascended way past the earthly realm or the physical realm of realities, okay? This is like where all the primordial gods and all of them live, in the ethereal realm. Definitely. Reaper lives there too. Okay, so, and where he is in his part, it's called limbo, right? Like that part between the physical realm and the ethereal realm, and where the Reaper is monitoring everything, right? So after that, I bring you back to the physical realm of reality with the innumerable. And I tell you, hey, you're in Cancer. Hey, you're in the Cancer constellation. So at night, there's a Cancer constellation. Remember, I use things that are already out there. So there's the Cancer constellation. And I let you know that this is something that the Chaos Oversight is pretty much doing right now. Acubens is the omniversal star. So there are 12, well, I'm saying that wrong. There are a lot of omniversal stars in the Flux Continuum. But the closest ones to man is our star, Soul. Okay? That's an omniversal star. Then the next omniversal stars will be within the astro zodiac alignment, that big ring of the zodiac sign, the zodiac constellations, because they are around us. We see them every night, right? We're in the middle. We always see them. So since they surround us, that is the alignment barrier, right? The alignment barrier, right? The astro zodiac alignment, where all of the omniversal stars. So alpha stars in each one of the constellations is an omniversal star. What does that mean? That means that this star shines across every dimension simultaneously. Okay? So whether you're in the Marvel, they can see it. DC, they can see it. Everybody can see it. That's why I told you by the time we get towards the end of this story, everybody will be included. Because in this story, Acubens, so in the Flux Continuum, the star in the Cancer, the alpha star in the Cancer constellation no longer exists. It's been snuffed out. So this affects every dimension. Every dimension. So that's every, like DC, Marvel, Rick and Morty, everybody, anybody that has the constellation on these principles, that star no longer exists now. So because of what's happening to the universe, that's like the first sign that something deadly has happened. The star disappeared. It's an omniversal star and it's gone now. It didn't go supernova, nothing. It just vanished, creating a rift that pretty much snatches Cancer from its orbit and spits it out here, but in the Cancer constellation in our universe, okay? Or let's say in our dimensional realm of paradise. So the earth we live on is considered paradise. It's the one true earth. But we can look up in the flux continuum. I'm not going to say the laws of physics don't apply, but a week from now, we should be able to look up and that Acuben star is not there anymore. You feel what I'm saying? So that star has vanished and it has caused like cataclysmic catastrophe to the planet. The planet's atmosphere is horribly stripped. Like it's barely any atmosphere left. The surface has been devastated, post-apocalyptic, right? But some survive. Remember, they're bugs, right? Their skeletons are on the outside. They're bugs. So during that time, there's a council. All of that's introduced to everybody to let you know what type of society they have, how they address disasters, if you will. The senior order declares, okay, so you guys already know it was snatched, but I'm going to put this part in there. In the aftermath of the Great Migration would be how the planet was snatched from its orbit. So right now, if our Earth was snatched from its orbit, most of us on the surface, we won't survive. Whether you freezing because there's no starlight, to all of that ice breaking up. I mean, it's devastating, right? To the actual to the surface. So we all would be gone. Only those probably, I don't know, underground somewhere or something. I don't know, maybe in a bunker or something. Maybe those people could survive. But the rest of us, we're pretty much gone, man. But anyway, it says, in the aftermath of the Great Migration, the senior order declares Cancer's remaining population be put into stasis. It will take the ceremonial orbs too long to correct such a planet-wide disaster. Second time you guys have heard about the ceremonial orb. Ceremonial orb is what hit Dr. Afanasy Sidorov on the space station. Remember I said it was a little small glowing object that struck him? That was a ceremonial orb. Correct planet-wide. Cancer's population could starve before the planet completes the healing process. A ruling is declared by the Chaos Oversight and a contingency team established to terraform an optimal atmosphere for this new dimension. This contingency team will guard Cancer's population until the planet heals. So we're going to leave a scarecrow crew on the surface that can repair the atmosphere, and we're going to move forward. That's what the Chaos Oversight, that's pretty much the council that runs all of the insect society. So that council, because they don't have queens, and because they don't have a queen, then they don't have somebody who's giving out commands. They have to do it the way we do it, okay? And they have to talk, and everybody has to agree and vote and all of that stuff. They're not subject to pheromones, okay? Okay, here we go. You guys probably need to know this because you guys probably don't know this kind of stuff unless you actually listen to it or you read the book. So watching from an ascended plane of existence, 6 true immortals gaze into the universal realm. I'm telling you that 6 entities that cause this are looking into the universal realm. These true immortals have accomplished destabilizing the first of 12 barriers. This even before you know we go in Zodiac, right? But I'm giving you insight. Okay, so destabilize the true immortals have accomplished destabilizing the first of 12 barriers that protect paradise. And then I put planet Earth so you'll know what we're talking about. When planet Cancer is violently ripped from dimension, it exits the void into dimension the prime universe. This cosmic event causes the omnidimensional barriers to splinter. Okay, so when that planet was ripped through that cosmic rift, it basically agitated the rift and then it splintered out. So the same way you see glass, when you take something and toss it on glass and the glass starts shattering. Well, I don't want to say shatter. It fragments though, right? That's the same thing that's happening to the dimensional barriers, okay? And it had to take something celestial to do it. So this is the part y'all probably need to hit because I'm hinting on something greater. So it says this cosmic event causes the omnidimensional barriers to splinter, multiple fractures throughout the universe, a phenomenon that resonates at every frequency throughout the physical realm. So anywhere that we have a physical realm, anywhere a dimension resonates physically at a certain frequency, it's that place has been exposed to this fracturing. Now, this is the part another y'all probably need to hear too. In dimension SUQ 3-00, a being of incalculable power has awakened and hungers. This is me giving you the insight on where we're going by the time we get to book 11, 12. Right, I got to give you way in the beginning, just almost like what was that? We might not really hit on it like throughout the rest of the book, but something happened. This is what it is. It has not moved for billions of years, and now it stirs. It has survived in total darkness for eons. It has become aware of the damage sustained to the dimensional barriers. The creature instinctively senses life-giving nutrients emanating through the barrier. It begins a celestial process to sate its hunger, a hunger that will ultimately lead to the destruction of all that dwells within the veil. Then you guys will later, when we get to the horseman of apocalypse, you'll find out everything that's inside the veil. Well, how big does the veil go? The veil is way bigger than the universe. So you know how they say the universe is ever expanding? Well, there's something that's doing that already before the universe even blinked into existence, right? And it's already exceeding toward the veil, okay? Or getting close to the veil. Then that's to give you gravity sensation to like understand. So we went from a human in space to the Reaper to an insect society and these other things that are happening to because of this, and this. So you guys have now that the first of 12 barriers, right? That Cancer, right? Cancer, basically, the omniversal star, it's gone. So they have basically destabilized the Cancer constellation. And as that spreads, it'll spread through each frequency across every dimension. Right. So it'll spread from DC into Marvel. It'll spread from Marvel into Image. It'll spread, well, it's coming from the FLUX Continuum. So I was going to say it'll spread to the FLUX, but no. From FLUX to DC, from FLUX to Rick and Morty, from FLUX to Marvel, all of these and any other spill-offs they got. This is happening at every frequency in every dimension across all of creation. Shouldn't say all of creation. Throughout the universe. In the universe, you guys will learn what that means later, like how big the universe really is. I don't have the concept of one planet Well, every variation of that planet, all in the same place, but vibrating at different frequencies. I don't see it like that. I see it like everything is outside of the zodiac constellations, and then the constellations influence what's going to happen throughout the rest of the multiverses. So there are like 12 omniverses in the flux continuum. Okay, so after that, we jump to Den Han. Den Han is from Ningbo, China. Yep, he's from Ningbo, China, and he what else? What else? What else about him? Den Han, he's an Aquarius. So Aquarius, this is who protects you. This is who looks out for you. This is who does all that. This guy right here. He is the hero of Aquarius. He is the first to go to a constellation and bring back a core. A core. What allows those individuals to survive on that planet. Here you go. And when you bring those people back, we find out that those individuals are lost societies that once lived or ventured or did whatever they did on our planet Earth. Okay? Before everything was fragmented throughout the multiverse and all that. That's right. I do all of that for you. This is Den Han, and he becomes the hero of Aquarius, Stratus. Now, what happens with him? Well, Den Han is young guy, went out last night having fun, running late for work, decides to take an alternate route so he can beat his supervisor to work, right? Because he's running late. So he takes that way, and that way leads him around the back, or it brings him from the back of the establishment where he worked, the warehouse, instead of the front. But when it brings him around the back, he discovers an illegal lab, right? They doing pharmaceutical type stuff in there. And I guess curiosity get the best of the cat. I guess he want he's intrigued, right? He's curious. He goes over, he does everything it takes, like hiding under trucks and stuff, to go over there. And when he finally gets over there, and he realizes what he really, the people there and everything. The sun is coming up. Remember, he was running late. The sun is coming up now. The trucks are starting to move. So his camouflage, or his what you say he was hiding behind, his pretty much his oh man, I wish my vocabulary today. But whatever he was hiding behind, it's moving. Okay, and then he basically, I guess, decides to make a run for it. And when he takes off making a run for it, somebody sees him. They call it out. As soon as he makes it to his bike, he's getting ready to jump on it. He's bang bang real quick, and then a ceremony hits him, and he combusts into life. Okay, because that's going to happen to most of the characters that are Earth based. They are now, each one is preparing to experience the gifts of power ceremony. So once he gets hit with that by a ceremonial orb, remember it was debris all over the upper atmosphere. Well, all of those orbs went somewhere, and one hits Den Han in East Ningbo, China. So phase, Dr. Afanasy Sidorov is Russian Capricorn. Den Han is Asian Aquarius. And then we jump to Tholen Liebenberg. So these are all the introductions to all the main characters right now. And pretty much, I guess I can speed through this part, and I would like to move faster because you guys can read this or peek this out on the on my YouTube, right? Just go to the YouTube and you get to hear the entire book 1 and the entire book 2. So Tholen Liebenberg, this guy, he's a Libra. from South Africa. Okay, basically he's a foreman in a mining community, and he's a foreman in a mining community. A lot of guys end up with I want to say silicosis, a respiratory. I want to call it a disease, y'all. I don't know what else to call it, but it's like a respiratory problem because of the silicon in the mines, yada yada. And his quota is down, which brings him to attention. He decides they have a meeting with the higher headquarters. They find out that basically it's a third party filter, which is the problem. And even in the middle of the meeting, he's struck from behind by a ceremonial orb. He combusts into life. Everybody there that's present, they do a lot of screaming and running. I don't know what else to do besides scream and run. Can I what? Approve. Oh, sorry. Okay. What's up, Black Projects? I'm gonna turn you up. All right, I can hear you. What's up? What's popping? What settings? See what? Go to my settings. Go to promote. I don't see promote. Into the what? I see post, guest, fun kit, shop, share, entrance, enhance, and yeah, I see share. Yep, I see it. Redeem 15% off. It says more product purchase at $433. It says more live view, more followers. Well, it said more followers. I can hit $28 expiring soon, $48. I don't see that. I see choose your goal, price. I see, yeah, I see a few things, but I don't see that. You hit me back, huh? Okay. All right. So where was I, y'all? And that Black Project, y'all. He's one of the moderators that helped me out, so we can be more efficient. We can get this shared out to everybody and everything. He helps me do all of that. My bad on that, y'all. But again, we'll never get better unless I learn, right? What was I at? We went through Tholen Liebenberg from South Africa. He's a Libra, right? South Africa. The whole mining community, the silicosis, him getting struck from behind, everybody's screaming after that, right? Now we're going to do Eloise Robstein. She's from Stuttgart, Germany. Okay, and she's a professor, right? Professor getting off on a Friday, going home, decide to stop and get something to eat. The place is held up. So again, there are officers there. Basically, the guys run out the back. There's a whole bunch of this chaos, y'all. And eventually, the police, they let her go. Any other course, you got to give you a card. And on her way home, like a couple of blocks away from home, she's struck by a ceremonial orb. Just where these people were in their lives at the time these things happened. And she's I would say a German or European Leo. She's the shepherd of Leo. Just these are just synonyms of a protector, right? And it's tailored to the different zodiac signs and what they can and can't do. And we will get into what some of them can do, because everybody, I think, has awakened now. By the time we get to by the time we get to fame, everybody else has already woken up, I think. Okay, so that's what happened with Miss Eloise Rothstein, the professor. She was basically she was stopping to get something to eat, and the police was chasing some people. They ran in. There's a whole bunch of chaos. There was a lot of, I gotta watch my etiquette, y'all. Returning fire. Maybe I should say a lot of bang bang back and forth. And a couple of people, everybody get down. These guys run out the back. Police are in pursuit. All right. After that, we jump to Monette Lagos, who's a Brazilian. She's a Brazilian. Okay. And this Brazilian is an Aries. Okay. This is an Aries. Can you guys see that? She's an Aries. This Aries Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I guess when we come back, we'll start with Aries, all right? And I'll start telling y'all about that. I've been told that it's time to take a break, do a lot of revamping, and we'll be back maybe in 10 minutes, y'all. This is going all day thing to 4 p.m. So we still got another 3 hours. 3 hours. All right, so we will be returning, y'all. We're going to go ahead and end each one of these, and then we're going to restart them, okay? Give me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So that's the first one ended.